Conformity and groupthink within American society. Ideas you've never thought of.
Middle school is a time of exploration. You want to fit in with the best of them and be just like everybody else, but most importantly, you want to feel accepted.
What is conformity?
Conformity means acting in line with the majority behavior.
This includes having a powerful influence on individual judgments, attitudes, and behavior. Conformity can have negative effects as well. If all of your friends were making fun of somebody, would you join in?
What if it were you who was being picked on?
Did you know that individuals often conform to the behaviors and opinions of those who prevail in their social groups, even when they know better than to just agree? The answer to the question of why we conform is social acceptance. Another reason as to why we conform is our fears of rejection. Many different situations where people conform, and psychologists have categorized three main types: compliance, identification, and finally, internalization. Compliance is the lowest level of conformity. Here, a person changes their public behavior, the way they act, but not their private beliefs. Normally, it's short-term and because of normative social influences. Now here comes identification, the middle level, where a person changes their public behavior and private beliefs, but only in the presence of a group, because of normative social influences. Finally, we have internalization, the deepest level, where a person changes public behavior and private beliefs long-term. Have you ever noticed that when a group of people laugh, people instinctively look at the person they feel closest to in that group? Trust me, you've done it. How about we all think about a time where we agreed with the majority group just because everybody else did it? Let's pretend you were participating in a study. You sat at the end of the row along with 4 other participants. The presenter then shows you 2 cards. One has 1 line and the other has 3. He asks you to compare the card with 1 line to the card with 3. Specifically, you are asked to determine the length of your line in comparison to one of the 3. Each of the participants give their answers one by one. Unanimously, they all came up with an answer that is clearly wrong. Then it was your turn. Should you change your answer to agree with what they were saying, or stick to what you originally had?
In the Ash experiment, it showed that the larger the group, the more people conformed to the wrong answer. What is groupthink?
Groupthink is the practice of thinking or making decisions as a group in a way that discourages creativity or individual responsibility.
In this photo, you can see a boss asking his employees their opinion. They all agree and say yes, but in reality, they do not think it's a good idea. This could be because of groupthink.
The employees in the office did not want to upset the balance of the group. This means that individual ideas were not being expressed.
What is individualism? Individualism refers to the ways people express their own personal behaviors and attributes. Individualism makes you who you are and separates you from others.
And now, discussion questions. Think back to elementary and middle school. Have you ever conformed to fit in with other kids? If so, share. Thinking back on past experiences, can you think of a time you have conformed using compliance, identification, and internalization? If you were in the Ash experiment, would you conform to what other people said?